Another week, boys, and another TWAB. This week in Destiny, greetings, Guardians. This week in Destiny, we are several days closer to the season of the Wish. So if you were wishing for even more details, you've come to the right place. The team has some news to share regarding lost sectors and ritual activities. And don't you worry, we'll still share even more next week. Oh, okay. So there's not going to be a gap there. We do have Thanksgiving. Normally, Bungie doesn't put anything out for Thanksgiving. Now, topics for this week. Teaser trailer for Season of the Wish. Season Pass exotic preview. Economy recap and Lost Sectors update. Veterans Date update. Iron Banner last call. New dungeon release date. And new priming game rewards. All right. Now, starting with the Season of the Wish teaser. We're oh so close to Season of the Wish. While we struggle to contain our excitement, we don't want to spoil anything. But just showing a familiar face in a dreamlike place couldn't hurt, right? Many of you, eager to understand, are making some fantastic theories already, and we assure you, all will be revealed at the right time, Guardian. In the meantime, if you haven't checked it out yet, get a glimpse with our Season of the Wish teaser trailer. It's very, very short, guys, like 10 seconds. But speculate away. I'm sure we'll be watching some Mylan videos soon. Now, Dragon's Breath Reimagined. From the flames emerges a classic. The Dragon's Breath exotic rocket launcher returns in Season of the Wish's seasonal reward track. This exotic has been reimagined to sow mayhem around it. It is, I think this is the first time we have had this happen. No, wait a minute. Wasn't Trespasser also the Season Pass weapon? Wasn't Trespasser also the Season Pass weapon? This isn't the first time this has happened. Okay, let's just look at the perks. Some of you are upset right now, and I will admit I like it when it's a new exotic as well. But this is an OG exotic from Destiny 1. I cheesed the Undying Mind so many times with Dragon's Breath for some Amago loot bros. Let's take a look. Now let's take a look at what makes this exotic a hot item. Burn the World exotic intrinsic. The fuel counter passively increases the longer you go without firing it, to a maximum of ×5. Firing Dragon's Breath then empties this counter, transferring all fuel to the rocket. Rockets then embed themselves in struck targets, causing scorch damage and periodically ejecting incendiary fuel into pools around the target that inflict scorch damage to anyone standing in them. The more fuel the rocket is fired with, the longer it lasts before detonating, and the more fire it spreads. Now, high octane. This is the exotic intrinsic. With this intrinsic, nearby ignitions instantly refill your Dragon's Breath with 2 fuel. Plus, when its fuel fully refills, it reloads itself. Now, once you've got this thing in hand, make sure to pay a visit to the gunsmith in the tower so that you can get the quest for the exotic catalyst. Speaking of which, Pyromancer, which is the exotic catalyst, this catalyst passively replenishes your Dragon's Breath fuel faster. Eliminating combatants with this weapon causes them to spawn fire sprites too. All right, so a lot of synergy with Solo 3.0. It's also going to have essentially an auto loading feature, right? With the Dragon's Breath fuel. We're just going to see what the damage looks like here, guys. You know what I mean? You know, if it's a situation where it's like, all right, it's a good ad clearing rocket launcher, it's going to join the list of like so many. But let's be clear, Dragon's Breath was never meta back at D1. When I told you that we were using it for Undying Mind and farming Amaga loops, it was because the way the flames work, that solar damage, that flame damage, that fire damage, is you would actually go in, kill yourself with Dragon's Breath from the impact damage, but drop the flames underneath you, and then that would kill the Undying Mind. And what would actually happen was it would wipe you, but you would still get the drop. So you can continually keep doing that and farm Amaga loops. That's really the only time Dragon's Breath was great. Now, there are certain exotics that you will be able to pair with this. You know, I'm curious to see how this works with Dawn Course. Maybe, and it all comes down to the tuning on Bungie's end. It could be really hot. No pun intended. Now, Season of the Wish economy and reward tuning preview. It feels like a good moment to start talking about some of the economy and reward changes coming with Season of the Wish. The Destiny 2 economy team has some news to share regarding lost sectors and in-match rewards in particular. Before we jump into the new stuff, here's some of the previously announced updates that will be arriving with Season of the Wish in a few weeks. A recap of previously announced changes. One of the first economy changes we shared about Season of the Wish involves legendary shards. To be more precise, we are removing them. When the new season drops, several vendors won't be asking for shards in exchange for their services. If you're hearing about this for the first time, don't worry. This is a slow phase out, and they won't be totally gone until the final shape drops. Vendors make up a lot of the economy team's responsibility, so Banshee 44 was next in the spotlight. Taking a note from the other vendors. Starting with Season of the Wish, our dearest gunsmith will be able to focus a selection of foundry weapons using the new gunsmith Engrams. Banshee 44 ended up having to share the spotlight with another beloved vendor too, which is Raoul the Cryptar, which will have a selection of items offered at reduced prices each week. And now he'll help you break down some additional materials. So essentially things are shifting, right? And then you'll be able to focus foundry weapons directly with the gunsmith. You're in a situation where you're like, dude, I want a glizzy. I can't get a glizzy right now. Don't worry. You should be able to, starting next season, you should be able to focus a glizzy, right? Last but not least, we have an update for your dearest friend and ally. Your ghosts will see a broad reduction in mod energy costs, improving your rewards when you're in battle, exploring worlds, and completing activities. Check all the info about the new and revamped ghost mods in here. So did we look at this? Oh, okay. This was in our previous TWAB. Okay. That's right. So combo detectors, wombo detectors, they're all getting their costs dropped, which means you'll be able to slot on essentially more mods, right? As far as legendary shards, you've got all next season to spend them, but you definitely want to spend them, okay? Pick up some Ascendant Alloys, turn them in for Glimmer. You're not going to be able to take them in the finer shape, so spend them while you can. Now, new rewards for Lost Sectors. Starting with Season of the Wish, we are introducing additional rewards for completing Lost Sectors without the assistance or comfort of a stalwart fire team. While Gunsmith Engrams will be introduced as a reward to all difficulties of Lost Sectors, select foundry weapons will also drop from Legend and Master completions. So weapons will drop at these rates, assuming the Guardian is thorough enough to leave no champion standing. Legend 70%, Master 100%. So guaranteed foundry weapon drop. Now, thorough completions on Master difficulty will also have the advantage of weapons dropping with an additional perk in either the third or fourth column, which could be helpful in chasing the perfect roll. The weapons available from Lost Sectors are grouped into several smaller pools that make chasing a particular weapon more feasible, and they'll rotate after each daily reset. The following weapons will be available from Lost Sectors during Season of the Wish. So day 1, the Nox Marina 5, Old Sterling, Marcelion, Sinuna. Day 2, Psy Hermetic. There's Glizzy right there. That's Radin. Day 3. All right. I'm not going to get into all these weapons, but hand in hand in there, Battle Scars in there. Day 4, Geodetic, Combined Action, Harsh Language. And after the 4th day, the cycle repeats. I think everyone's going to be happy about this one. This is the Pulse Rifle. It's a good Pulse Rifle. Now, as you may have noticed, these weapons are also available from World Loot Pool drops. The newest World Loot Pool weapons will eventually find their way into Lost Sector chests in the season after their debut. Once enough time has passed, the older weapons will then move on to being only available from the Gunsmith focusing pool. Of course, the exotic rewards you expect will still drop from Legend and Master Lost Sectors if you complete them solo. With the inclusion of Gunsmith Engrams and more weapon rewards, we expect each run will feel more rewarding, whatever your goal might be. Now, more Ritual Engrams are coming. The next update we have to share is about the post-activity ritual rewards you get from playing Vanguard Ops, Crucible, and Gambit. We know players want to get a hold of the newest weapons as soon as possible each season to try new strategies and builds. That's one of the reasons we made the newest ritual weapons available for Engram focusing at their correspondent vendors from the word go. Next season, we are taking that a step further, so players have more agency on the rewards they can get after a long play session in the ritual playlist. At the start of the Season of the Wish, ritual activity completion rewards will now include additional drops of ritual Engrams, Vanguard, Crucible, Gambit. This influx of Engrams will let players focus more often for gear from seasons past and present. That said, with legendary shards going away soon, the ritual vendors will see the cost of focusing Engrams slightly change. To be clear, the increase in Engram drops go hand in hand with these price changes, and we are hoping you will still find yourself focusing just as often, albeit with a different set of currencies. We have previously shared the new cost of ritual vendor focusing, as well as tweaks to the number of rewards that activities such as Iron Banner or Trials of Osiris are dropping. Here's a quick reminder of the new requirements. Okay, so new ritual weapons, Engram, no Glimmer. Standard ritual pool weapons, 3 Engrams, 5,000 Glimmer. Standard ritual pool armor, 3 Engrams, 5,000. Legacy weapons, 5 Engrams, 15,000 Glimmer. Legacy armor. Iron Banner weapons is 5 Engrams? God, that is a lot of Engrams, guys. 5 for 1 focus. Nightfall weapons, 5. Adept Nightfall weapons, 1. I mean, you might as well just freaking do Grandmasters, guys. Trials weapons, 5. Adept Trials weapons, 1. But of course, you need a 7-win passage after going false. Whew, that's high. With this new system in place, players will be earning more Vanguard, Crucible, and Gambit Engrams than ever before. So don't forget that Engrams being held by tower vendors like Shaxx, Zavala, Silence, Lane 14, and Drift to reset at the end of each season. Ingram stored at the helm. Vendors will persist until the final shape. All right, maybe we got ahead of ourselves. I apologize. With this new system in place, players will be earning more Vanguard, Crucible, and Gambit Ingrams. I guess with this situation, there's going to be a much higher drop chance or earn opportunity. Earn opportunity reset there that you're going to get more Ingrams more often. Maybe it may work out in our favor. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Now, recognizing veteran service, Jumpmaster Emote this past weekend, U.S. celebrated Veterans Day. While we recognize that this is a U.S.-centric holiday, we want to take a moment to say thank you to all the veterans and first responders globally for your service. This year, the Bungie Foundation joined forces with Team Rubicon to bring veteran awareness and recognition to the Destiny 2 community for the first time through the creation of our Jumpmaster Emote. The emote was designed to be a recognizable symbol for both veterans and the larger Bungie community, while representing the continued support of our community, who jumps into action when the world needs it most. It also serves as a symbol of our partnership with Team Rubicon, the special wildfire mitigation operation we took part in earlier this summer in Central Washington. More on the impact and stories from this volunteer work can be viewed at this link. The Jumpmaster Emote is available in the Eververse store until the end of Season 22. All profits from this purchase of the emote will be split with Team Rubicon and the Bungie Foundation, continue to bring hope to disaster-stricken communities across the globe. Now, Iron Banner last call. With our final Iron Banner of the season coming to a close, we wanted to provide a quick and friendly reminder to finish up your triumphs and get any rewards you want to grab. Our dear Lord Saladin started giving out more Engrams in a recent update, but be warned again, he won't save those for next season. Since the point of the Stag Legendary Bow is a fan favorite right now, maybe it's a good idea to secure a nice roll with those Engrams, just saying. Next season, we'll have Iron Banner Tribute. Check out our 914 TWID for the full details on this chaotic mode. As a reminder, from last week's TWID, here are the weapons leaving and joining Iron Banner next season. So leaving, Dark Decider Auto Rifle, Gnora's Axe, which is a slug shotgun, new Lethal Abundant Strand High Impact Auto Rifle, returning Reese Walker Kinetic Lightweight Shotgun. I actually really like Dark Decider, guys. I've got a rangefinder roll though, which is not a good roll anymore. It's okay, but it's a solid auto. Now, New Year's 6 dungeon date. Is that a new dungeon we see on the horizon? Yep, it is. Our new dungeon for Year 6 is scheduled to go live at 9 a.m. Pacific on Friday, December the 1st. Guardians will then be able to jump in and start collecting their epic loot. So, again, new season launches November 28th. 3 days later, dungeon will be out. Play for Prime Gaming drops. Oh my God, look at this. Beautiful. A ship, a sparrow, a shader, an emote. Now, end of the season approaches. Season of which concludes on November 28th at 9 a.m. Make sure to claim all your Engrams from tower vendors and other rewards before the new season begins. Any rewards not claimed from non-seasonal vendors will be removed at the beginning of next season. Known issues. We got an issue with a multiplayer emote, missing interaction text. High volumes of multi-kills can result in bird errors. Now, as a final note in the outro here, and there we have it for this week in Destiny. Season of the Wish is just a couple weeks away, and we couldn't be more excited to have you experience everything we've been working on. Don't feel pressured if you haven't finished some of the Season of the Witch yet. There are still plenty of time to solve the Embargo Engine puzzle, earn a few more Arcana, and unlock weapon patterns from Crota's Inn. As mentioned, we'll be back next week, one day early due to Thanksgiving holiday, with more Season of the Wish previews. We hope you all have a wonderful, relaxing week with plenty of cozy Destiny 2 time. Thanks for hanging out with us, the Destiny 2 community team. All right, so TWAB will be next Wednesday. By the way, guys, Bungie is still signing all of these TWABs with Destiny 2 community team. And look, we've been reading TWABs for years. It's always been Deej, Cosmo, DMG, Hippie, Bruno, right? I think this is how we do things going forward. Everything is migrated to the Destiny 2 team account. Everything's going to be signed by the Destiny 2 team. That's just how it is. No mention of the delay. No mention of the delay, guys. I don't know, man. Like, I don't really know why they haven't come out and said that. Maybe they're worried it's going to hurt pre-orders. It's like people actually take off time for the new expansions, the annual expansions. I know so many people that save up all their holiday days for the annual expansion. You can't sit on that for too long, right? If there is going to be a shift and things are going to be delayed, I mean, those people need to know. And then if Bungie is trying to like run damage control now, it's like, I think just, you know, being transparent about things is always the best move.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.